They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Rodgers now on first down. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. And this is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Devontae Adams. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Fields on first down. Incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Fields now to throw. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season. Hunter Nicewander on to punt now on 4th down. Back deep is Phillip Dorsett. "35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
On play action, Rodgers. They'll roll him out right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Fights loose. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now Jones. 1st down and much more here for Jones. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Buying time to his touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this 1st quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have taken a 13-0 1st quarter lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Now a run with Montgomery. Fights off the defender. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It's a gain of 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Mike 59.
Off play action. Fields. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's going to look deep for Perriman. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Brashad Perriman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A gain of 3, second down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now Rodgers. He hits Adams complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Flush to his right. And fights through one man. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And Crosby puts it through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 11 now, Fields. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On 1st down, Rodgers. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And got his man complete. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. A huge gain of 40 yards on the third down conversion. Now a play fake. Rodgers in trouble, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack picks up his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Rodgers going for the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Jakeem Grant now to return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And the Bears are very happy to have Tariq Cohen back for situations just like this. 150 catches combined in 2018 and 19, but hurt his knee in week 3 a year ago. Having his shifty moves and great hands, a terrific asset for their offense.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 39, Fields. He's got Perriman. Touchdown, Chicago! I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup in 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Bears' 14-yard line.
The give to Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. Now it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. A check down here to Jones. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is Jakeem Grant. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Fields. Being chased out left. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Grant. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Now it's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Come on, QB, come on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields, flush to his right. It's caught outright by Graham. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go. Max 22, Max 22. Watch the pass.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Flushed out right. The 20. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. The give is to Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. On play action, it's Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a third and long. Here's Rodgers to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Returnable for Grant. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bears take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Swings this out here for Cohen. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Fields now to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Grant. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
3rd and 2, Fields. That is caught. It's Perriman. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll go again to Jones. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. Oh, what a juke into space. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball, his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Rodgers throwing here. Dancing to his left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Here's 2nd and 10. to throw. Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Packers, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.